Crows, they're so innocent. They're so unique. They're even so special. So, what makes them useful in taking over the world? That's a really good cup of coffee. Hi, this is PhD zoologist Dr. Mr. Mrs. Master Sir Blazes XD, and here's how I nearly took over the moon, the world with crows. Hope you enjoy this documentary. So, what makes these birds so dangerous? They aren't. They're just like really. They're just the Pidgeys of our world. They're just like the Starlies in Pokemon Platinum. Not Diamond and Pearl, because everybody knows those are the horrible games. But they're just becoming so more common than the girls that I meet at the bar. No, ignore what I've said. No. I have so much friends. I'm so popular. Yeah, I'm very, very popular. It's just that my friends are currently really, really far away. They're in Croatia. As far that you would need to concern. Nearly dodged a bullet with this one. But the main weapon that crows possess is that there's just too many of them. They're so portable. They're so small. They're so dumb. You can manipulate them. They're so easy. They're driven for food. Literally. They're willingly able to gang on a bunch of seagulls that's 5 times the size of themselves for just a crumb of almond. Have you ever seen this much dedication in anyone ever? It's like me going out around and start poking Thomasmo's eyes for a Tesco meal deal. That's how insane these little creatures are. I know I'll be slaughtered by him, obviously. I'm probably gonna get my neck broken, but from meal deal, I would never pass it on. Come to think of it, maybe I am a crow. You're just living in a wrong reality, mate. So when I was studying in May last year for my mathematical exams, I was just noticing that my diet was not that great after all. Like, can you blame for somebody who like eats Domino's, McDonald's, Subway, like cheap processed frozen meat and foods and whatever factorized chemicals I buy from Tesco for a cheap price of £1? I thought to myself that maybe if I should just substitute my sugary custard creams, chocolate mint ice creams, and a double chocolate chip cookies for maybe replacing with more so like natural almonds, blueberries, fruits, and a little bit of like chocolate mint ice cream, double chocolate cookies, and obviously it has to be the brown, warm Weatherspoons chocolate brownies. But I began to notice something, that the couple of foods that I just named nuts, almonds, blueberries, fruits, and the most common, like UK animals in the UK, what do you usually think of? You would obviously think about the crows, of course. The crows, you would be thinking about crows, And so, when I was sitting one day in the bench, just thinking about my life decisions as to whether I should quit or not, and maybe just, go to approached. And due to my generosity, of course, I had to give it an almond. What sort of horrible monster would I be if I didn't? And then all of a sudden, I just felt like giving it another one, and 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 another one. And until more crows began to approach my way. And that is when I had to basically split up my love into a couple of quadrants and distribute them equally, to each one of these little children to me. And then more came in, and then all of a sudden the seagulls steal away the food from my children. it was just, I would have never expected for them to go out and scrap altogether. I mean, of course, I have to finish it off. I have to like stop the fight because I didn't want to see any poor crow blood in my brand new shoes. So I had to give away a couple of almonds of the seagulls for them to fuck off. So carry on giving away my almonds until, well, the packet ran out. And I just fled through my way, fled back into my library to carry on with my boring old life until the crows began following me. That is when it dawned on me. They're relying on me. So right after I went into the library to carry on my study, it didn't stroke on me. These crows were relying on me. And it was just like, I was thinking it. And then I devised a plan. I didn't devise it, no, I procrastinated through my work to my plan. But that's not the point. The point being is that what will happen if I befriend a crow? I'll befriend a crow. I'll give it its nutritious almonds, and if it's lucky enough, I'll give it an apple. And then I'll start teaching it how to like take stuff from a assigned location that I give it to it. So it can be as basic as a stick. And then I'll teach it for it to go take that stick and give it to me back. And if I were to do that, I could, in theory, be able to learn how to steal stuff from people. Like imagine going into a Tesco, somebody infuriates you. Oh, they have an expensive phone. Not anymore. The crow's taken away. They've given it to me, and boom, I run. I jogged around for a couple of years. Will they catch me? No. Do you think they'll have enough time for them to get into their car and drive it away with a shit weather like the UK and through parking of Tesco's? No, that's gone, mate. See you later, alligator. I know I'm cringe, but the point being is that if I could learn how to manipulate one crow, I could learn how to manipulate two crows. And what will happen if crows make a family? It's also more crows will start following on to me because they'll realize I'm the one going to be feeding them. They're not going to need to go out and hunt for food anymore. If they're going to be relying on the packet of almonds I'll have in my pocket, and with many amount of crows, I could in theory create my own wings. I'll be actually making something like this. I can finally safely just say that Mark Rober will be onto my DMs right now. Then Joe Rogan will be able to start calling me. Then Jimmy Fallon, and then. In the end, those little imps just took my food. They're like, I tried doing that plan. I mean, granted, one of them took an almond away from my hand, but none of them wanted to be pets. Let's be honest, they're all just wanted for food. But think about it, like, university campuses will never let you have your own dog, your own animal, your own pet, your own anything. But what about crows? Crows will be flying most of the time. They'll be finding their own nest. They'll be living outside. All I have to do is just provide food and like nutrition for them. Like they could be able to see water everywhere. It's raining all the fucking time. Like what? Like, and point being is I technically don't have a pet in my home. I have a pet, but it's not in this accommodation. So I'm not breaking any laws here. Because like how small? Like they're so small that they can steal anything small of your willing of choice if you're smart enough to teach it to them. Do you need? I don't think you need any psychology like Yagami to figure out that crow is just stupid and not be able to do anything on its own. I mean, I can't just say anything on its own because it's practically living out there in the natural world. But at last, I think God gave me a massive curse. My laziness. I was just born with natural intelligence. No one can stop me. I would not get off my rusty ass to do anything. I would even struggle to go to the toilet at times. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. If anyone does end up taking over the world with crows, just know I'm the one that actually gave you the idea. So, you're welcome. Also, if you do take over the world, please, I want money, not recognition. I don't care. I just want my Dr. Pepper and my ass in my bed. That's it. So that's about it. So, thanks for watching my Animal Geographic revolutionary of a documentary.